Hello and welcome back. And in today's video, I would like to start with a little chat. Then I want to show you a part of my very first coaching session. And we end the video with playing against Miguel, the 1900 bots. And we actually will be losing today a little bit. But maybe we not. I don't know. Well, first thing first, I have a Discord server now. Now, I have no idea how it works, but it exists. So maybe it could be a nice way to interact with each other, talk about the games, my games, your games, other stuff. Would be great if someone could help setting some things up. We will see how it turns out. I will leave a link in the description. Now, second, my openings and training plan. Now, the goal is still to reach 2000. Now, my openings, I think, are getting better. With white, we are settled with the ready, and I'm not really planning on changing that. With black, we are still searching, but against d4, I go with the old Benoni for now. Still haven't played it yet on the channel, but it's a nice opening because of the ideas it has, which I can understand. So I don't have to memorize a lot, but now we have to see it in practice. Against the bots, I have mixed results because, well, the bots always find the most challenging way to set up and play, and yeah, it is an opening with less space, so it can be tricky at times. We will see how it goes. We can always go back to the Queen's Gambit declined, then, at least we know we get out of the opening with equal. But let's go with the old Benoni first. Then against e4, the big one, I still don't know. The poll is leaning towards the Caro-Kann, which I like. My coach was suggesting maybe a Sicilian, which also makes sense, but I'm hesitant. E5 has a lot of benefits, mainly for me that it, emphasizes fundamentals a lot. Play dynamically, get the pieces out, castles, open it up, tactics, etc. So yeah, I already learned a lot in e5, things I would have never learned if I would have stick to the Caro-Kann. And I also believe that confronting yourself with different structures helps overall improvement. Seeing and playing with and against different pawn structures. It's not always about memorization, but about understanding the position you are in. So maybe I will stick to both and alternate. Play one game with e5 and the other one c6. It also keeps it more fun. Well, that's about the openings. Regarding my training, I now have a coach, so that's a good step. Now analyzing games, etc. I almost finished Silman's Endgame course. I want to finish it this week, and then I'm continuing with the Endgame strategy from Shankland. And I'm also going to redo the Woodpecker method. It's been a while since I did daily tactics, and that's so important. So that's my main focus. Endgames and tactics. In between, I probably will also spend some time in other topics, but that's not my main priority. So that's it. Long intro today, but I wanted to keep you up to date. And the journey is also an organic process, so plans can change and we need to stay flexible. And we didn't even talk about looking at master games, which is also important. On a recommendation of a strong subscriber, I actually read a book from Willy Hendricks called Move First, Think Later. And one of the ideas is that you can only play out an idea if you have seen it before looking at a stronger player. How else are you going to come up with that plan? And a lot has to do with pattern recognition. Now, I picked up a nice idea in a master game in the Reti, and I actually used that idea already in a real game. Unfortunately, not on the journey, but on my altar account. And I really need to start doing this more often because there's so much to learn. Things I would not find myself. And I actually want to show you. So I have to switch on chess base. It was a nice gift from someone I know for my birthday. And it also came with a master database. So it's just a master database of master games. Some of them are annotated, but a lot are not. But at least you can, look through them. And this is a game between Kaidanov against Dilmuk Kametov. I don't know the players, but they are pretty strong. 2500 and 2200, almost 2300. And this is the game. So it's the Reti. You can actually look through the database based on position. So you can set up a position and then search for games with an equal position, and then just look at how the masters play it. So this is all familiar to us, and they play the knight out. So we play d4 to prevent the e5, and that's also what the master did. So this is all standard stuff. Castles, and they have the bishop outside the pawn chain. Now they play c4, typical pawn break. They play the other bishop out, knight out, and now they took the pawn. And I always, in this position, played the queen out to regain the pawn. But there's a nice idea here. You can wait with that, and you can first develop the bishop, pinning it to the queen, and there's a nice idea. Mainly because you are removing a defender of that square. So the threat is actually to push with tempo and then fork the pieces. And actually the opponent missed that idea. They castled. Now they push. Yeah, and now you are just forking the pieces. Now they realized it, so they took the pawn. Recapture. A lot of pressure on the knight now. And the knight and the bishop. So they retreat the bishop, and they went for some simplification. And now you are just up a piece. And but you are down 2 pawns, so it's 2 pawns for the piece. It's a good deal, but it's nice if he could win back the pawn. They try to defend the pawn, massive mistake, because now the knight hops to the center, and there's a pin going on. A lot of pressure on the knight. They exchange knights. We take. Yeah, queen is hanging. The rook is under pressure. So they take the pawn. And now you're just up a full rook. And you need to convert this position. Well, it's not the most difficult thing to convert up a full rook. That was actually a nice idea. You can actually take that pawn because of tactics. Check. 2 attackers on the rook. And here they resigned. Now, how did I pick that idea in my game? Well, my game went exactly the same up until this point. So I went for the pin, but my opponent immediately asked the question. But that doesn't change a lot. I just take the knight. They took back. And I can still play e4 here. Because he doesn't have enough defenders on that square. Now what my opponent did, he played the bishop here. Now he has 2 attackers on the knight, but I can still play this move. And they can't take, because then I win the queen. And this is a tempo move. Now in the game I believed they took. I took back, and still the fork is still there. So they did this takes, I believe something like this happens. I took the pawn, they went here, I gave a check. And and that's about it. I don't remember how the game went on from this point, but just the entire idea to wait with winning the pawn back and go for this idea, it's pretty strong. So that's one thing I learned. So yeah, it's a nice idea. We need to do that more often. Now, that was a very long intro. Let's get to the coaching video. And after that, we will play Miguel. Have fun. And if you like the content, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Leave a comment to let me know if you like the content and want to see more of it. It's really helpful for me to get that feedback. So let's go.
We can talk about your repertoire in the next game, but let's look at this. So knight f3, knight c6, this is all normal, very, very typical. d3, knight f6, this is all common theory. Bishop g5 is not the best, of course. I think best would be just casting from him. Again, it's a 1500 rated opponent, so he's not going to be playing the par. And bishop h4 is the best move for him. However, I'm not really a fan of your next move, which is bishop e7. And to me, this move is a bit of a waste of time because we're undeveloping a piece that was very active, hitting a very important square, has now gone back and doesn't really serve a purpose here. And you see from your next move that after knight c3, you play d6 anyway.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, why not go d6 to begin with and maintain a good bishop? Because by doing this, we solidify the pawn structure and we have more attacking chances from this position. Of course, not now because his bishop is annoying, but let's just imagine this bishop weren't here. We would have ideas of knight g4 in the mix, or maybe bishop g4, or maybe castles, knight f5, and then we push this pawn to f5 and we get an attack going. So there are these ideas that I think are important to consider, and being as effective as possible means having the more flexibility in your position. And bishop e7 isn't really a flexible move, but let's see more or less how this would look and turn out. So they may not like that you have your bishop out and it's being aggressive. So the problem with this for white, of course, is you're controlling d4 3 times. So you've got 1, 2, 3 defenders of d4, which makes this a very safe square for you. So they want to kind of take away from that, and let's say they play c3. Okay, and I see that maybe your concern with keeping the bishop here was maybe they play d4 and I'm gonna have to move this bishop and I don't really have a good square to move the bishop to. Well, that's why you can always play in these positions a move like a6. And with a6, you have the perfect retreating square, and you can just drop the bishop back to a7. And this is a very common pattern. So we'll see that they'll play d4. We, of course, maintain the tension. It's always a good idea to maintain the tension as long as possible and just play bishop a7. And if they try and take us, notice what's going to happen. So we have the alignment between the queens, and this means that if we plan on capturing back this pawn, which we kind of have to because otherwise our knight's going to drop, we're going to enter an endgame. But it's a good endgame for us. We just need to figure out the best continuation here. So what would you play in this position for black?
I would consider, I think, taking the pawn with the knight.
So there's these two captures, of course. These are the moves we're looking at,
Yeah.
but we need to figure out which move is better. So,
Well,
is there a reason? Yeah.
If I take with the knight, at least I'm also hitting the bishop, so it's, yeah, it comes with tempo. But I don't know if I want to have how I want to end my, on which squares I want my pieces to be in the ending. So if I take with the pawn, obviously he can't take that with the knight. And if we exchange queens, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. If I take that pawn with the knight, and this would happen. Now wait, that looks like a problem because in the end I'm going to lose that pawn. Right? So I think I wanna yeah, I don't know. I wanna recapture that with the knight maybe. But on the other hand,
If we take with the knight, I think.
But if we trade queens, then this pawn is undefended. So
Yes.
that's also true. Yeah. So then it makes more sense to capture this way.
So this is a really big point of your chess that you can improve on. This is something that if you can understand this principle, it will help you so much to go way beyond 1800, which is what matters in a position is the activity and the harmony of pieces and how they are placed. And what that means is, look at this good bishop. Look at this good knight that you have. This is also a good knight. And in this sequence, we want black to have as many pieces which are good as possible and the opposite effect to white. So we want white to have as less good pieces as possible, which is why in this sequence it's actually good to trade off a pair of knights, because after this whole sequence, and they take us, of course we have to take, and you calculated bishop takes f7, but we are about to have 3 active pieces, because the move that was missing from your calculation was our ability to go rook f8 at the end. And if when we go rook f8, look at this very nice pressure along this. And this pawn which is hanging at the same time, and this would also hit this. Look at the harmony and the coordination between your pieces.
Yeah,
all of
true.
your pieces working together for one purpose, which is very nice.
But can they throw
of course,
can they throw in this move? They can also do that after I
yes,
recapture the queen.
they can, which is why we need to block this first by playing this. And then they go back, and then we play knight takes c4, hitting the bishop, and we're gonna win the bishop pair, which is great. So if we take this and they take like this is still a huge weakness, and rook f8. If they take like this, we play rook f8, and they would have to castle, king e7, but you can tell that
that looks pretty
this is a very good endgame for us.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, but
it's a very good endgame.
If you go back a couple of moves, after here, they can also choose to take my knight first. I don't mind these double pawns. That's not the biggest issue. It's just tough to evaluate this position a couple of moves ago. But now that I look at it, actually looks pretty nice with the bishop pair and the open file for the rook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the point here. We don't care about going down a pawn. We're not going to be materialistic, because if we get this, well, first of all, look at how many pieces of ours are already good. This bishop already has a great scope. This bishop also has a great scope. This rook will have 2 great files to work on. And our next move is going to be king e7. So we've got a good king, we've got 3 good pieces, about to have 4. How long is it going to take for white to get these pieces into the game? You can't even play knight c3. You have to go knight d2, which is terrible.
Yeah.
And if you try going like this, then this. So that's not good. So it's all about piece activity. That's the key here that we need to look at. So we're happy about losing the knight for the bishop. We want the bishop pair. And in this situation, after bishop takes, if we get this main line, and they actually want to keep the bishop pair, well, this is a mistake, because now just rook f8. And again, you've undefended that square, and we're attacking 3 times. So this is just a clear advantage.
Yeah, this is a problem for white. Yeah.
So this is something you can work on in your games.
And
all of this stemming, all of this coming from the fact that the bishop was here. And by keep closing this bishop in, we have a lot less possibilities. So it's hard for chess.com to evaluate this move that you played as a mistake, but you could say that it's a mistake in the sense where you're losing your advantage and you're not capitalizing. So d4 is way too early. They should not
Yeah,
be playing like this.
I thought that, but
Um,
I was not sure how to go about this move. It felt very, very wrong. Yeah,
So you played bishop g4, which is interesting. I understand the idea, which is to pin the knight, which defends d4. But if they're pushing too soon, the answer to this is always going to be to take. If you can tell in your mind and your intuition is saying that this is way too precipitated, this is the way to proceed. You take, and I'll show you why. Let's say they take. We have some cool ideas now because, again, this knight had a very important function, which was to defend this bishop. But now the knight is here, which means this is not defended, which gives us some space to play some tricks. For example, knight takes e4. If bishop takes c4, we can actually play this move, knight takes c3. And again, we're going into an endgame, possibly a pawn up. So
yeah.
the best continuation for them, I'll show you last. I'll show you what would typically be played, what I think will be played at this level. Bishop takes, 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 and now we just take here. And all three pieces are hit. All of the pieces are undefended, which is completely insane, and we're gonna be regaining at least one of our pieces in this situation. So this would be good for us. We've also damaged his structure, and our structure is completely fine. So that would be good for us. So they can't play bishop takes d8. Let's say they play after this b takes. I'll actually leave this to you to calculate. Black to play.
Um, well, I think we take the bishop with check, and
Let's say queen e2.
Queen e2.
Queen e2, yes.
Okay. Um, we can exchange queens and play an endgame. I'm always happy if I can play an endgame. I'm not sure if I should throw in the knight capture first. So here.
So yeah, takes. Let's say the king takes back.
Oh, the king
So
takes.
yeah, king takes would be better here.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. Yeah, queen e2. So king e7 here. Take, and then the move that is important to find here at the end of the sequence is knight e5. Because if we take back here, we are fixing the structure, and we've given white some better pawns,
Yeah, that's
which is
true.
really not what we want to do. So we like to play this and keep this as damaged as possible. So this would be the way to go, knight e5. So this is a good endgame. We would be happy to play this, of course. And the final solution, which is if they play knight takes here, defending the bishop and hitting our queen at the same time, then we play the only move which we can, which is takes. And this may seem like we are actually damaging the structure now, and that this is very bad, but actually you gain so many attacking possibilities from this, and it's really a matter of the dynamics you get from the position. So what are these dynamics? The dynamics are the open B file, the possibility of bringing this bishop out pretty easily, and also you can play something like bishop a6 in case this bishop moves back. Like if they play this bishop a6 and they cannot castle, which is a very good move
Yeah.
to play. So this is an interesting idea, and also it's you would think that this would be bad for the pawn structure. Actually, these pawns are very safe. It becomes really hard to attack these pawns, and it's harder for me to show this theoretically. It would have to be in practice. So we'll look at some stuff like this in the future. But this is a very common and safe pawn structure to play with. So let's say bishop takes, 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 and we get all of these possibilities. Yes, white is a bit more developed, but it doesn't really matter how developed they are because they're just not going to have any good play. And again, if they try and be greedy and take this pawn, all they do is help us get some better position, like rook f8, rook b8, and all of the pawns will be attacked here. So this is definitely not good for white. And I'll show you this in an example. So for example, there's a line in the perk defense which I saw you played as well. You played the game in the perk and as white, and there's a really annoying line that black can play, which goes like this. And I'll start off the way you played the game as well. So this is more or less how your game went, and you can play d6 here, which I don't think they did.
So that's about it. I'm not going to show you more, but if you want to see more, please let me know. And then we can arrange that maybe. You have to think about how we are doing it, but that's something we can do. And now let's go to Miguel. Let's play Miguel, see how that goes today. And then we are ending it, and we will be back tomorrow with our normal schedule. So it is Miguel today. And Miguel is a 1900 from Brasilia. And he is a universal player who focused on tactics and endgames. So if you want to win, you have to practice every part of your game. Well, he is a 1900, so he is strong. We are playing with black pieces this time, and we do a time format, standard, 15 minutes, 10 seconds increments. Here we go, switch the scenes. And he plays e4, and yeah, I'm going to play e5. I'm not going to play the Caro-Kann. But if we lose, we can try and play the Caro-Kann. But he probably is going to play the classical variation, which can be a little bit dry, but then again, who cares? He's playing the Vienna. Ooh, that's tricky. Oh, he's now transposing into, what's this called? This is called the Vienna game Max Lange. I thought it was like a Gleck system or so. I don't know. But isn't... Well, we can play for this move. I thought that was an idea. In the course, they say that the reason why they say this is a good move order is you preserve this move. But how do I deal with check? Well, I can play here. Is that good? I don't know, it feels sketchy. It feels very sketchy. Maybe I need to start with this and then play here. That blocks in my bishop. Maybe you want the bishop out first. Yeah, maybe that's the idea. Maybe we get the bishop out first. I'm not sure. We can try. Let's get the bishop out. Play here, and let's play it in a Vienna style. So here and here. Yes. Now that he has blocked his queen, I can play this more safely. Get the knight out. Yes. Castles. I think we take back right away, yeah? Yeah, otherwise he's going to save that pawn. And we need to get castled here. We need to get castled ASAP. That's probably a good move, trying to open up the center. I can go back. I can also take once. And let's take... but I have to take twice probably, because he's going to recapture with the knight, tempoing on the bishop. Which can be annoying. It's probably a good move. What happens if I go back and he takes? Do I take with the knight? Allow him to take the pawn? Who cares about the pawn, right? He can also push by. I don't think that's a great move. Because I think I'm going here and yeah, let's go back, not take. Although I think I'm about to make massive mistakes. Ooh, that's tricky. That is tricky. Or is it? I want to take now. And I want to get castled. I need to get castled here. I don't like that I'm stuck. Now, is this a threat? Takes. Ah, he can take, and win a pawn in the end. Which is maybe annoying. Maybe I need to take once. But it helps him so bad. There. Do I have this? Can I throw in this move? No, probably not. So takes. Bishop takes. Takes castles. Something like that. What happens if I don't? Now, this is a problem. I take. He takes. Oh, no. My king is stuck in the center. I need to get castled here. But the bishop is hanging. I need to deal with this. I can play a move like this, but how do I respond to a move like that? That's a problem. I can retreat. I can maybe go here. Maybe that's the best we can do. Yeah, probably we need to do that and get castles. Oh man, are you for real? You are annoying. Okay, let's take. Ugh, I need to get castled here. Yeah, he's giving me a check. Oh man, he is so annoying. Yeah, now I can't castle. But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, he is putting the pressure. I can come up. I can come up, and this is a thing. Oh my god. That is a thing. I need to get out of here. But I also want to save the pawn. So here, what am I going to do? Can I play a move like that? Maybe. Try. Nah, he's probably going to take the pawn. So if I play here... No, he can't take the pawn. It's blocked in. So... Maybe that's my only hope. Who knows? Let's try. Ah, he's not going for the exchanges. So... So what do we do? I mean, this is a thing. Maybe I can play here. Now my queen is undefended. Does he has... yeah, he has a move like this, for instance, and then I lose. Of course I can take, but then the rook takes with tempo. Maybe I can play here. He has a check. This position is not looking good, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Tricky guy. I need to activate my pieces here. Is this a problem? No, that is not a problem. I need to bring in my rooks. Takes, yeah, I have to take with the pawn. That's not really looking comfortable. I can take again here. What's my move then? Here? I already looked at this. Check. Yeah, I can play here. Then he takes. I get these ugly pawns. I already have a messed up pawn structure there. Here it's also not ideal, but maybe it's the best I can. Let's try. Well, I wasn't expecting that. It looks so aggressive. Okay, let's take once. And let's activate the rook. Okay, oh man, we have to take. Yeah, I can trade more pieces. Yeah, let's do that. Takes, I will take here first. And then take. Okay, we are having a pawn endgame. And it is not that bad, but our king is not very active. But we can solve that. Let's bring the king up. Now, Miguel can make a pass pawn. We can do that. Let's bring the king up a little more. Maybe this is an idea. To threaten the check and drive the king away. No, he's faster. He is faster, and now he gets in. Or isn't he? Well, I can also go here. Play this. Just to take away the square. Now I can maybe go here. Just go back. Yeah, that's a good move. Can play here. He's going to push by, get himself a pass pawn. Here, takes, and then he has a pass pawn. I need to babysit. Yeah, this is not ideal. Maybe here. He's going over there. Well, let's make a waiting move. See what he does. He's pushing all the pawns like a crazy man. Ooh. Can we drive the king back? Takes. Here. Let's do it now. Ooh. Well, if I take this way, no, he has a passport. I need to take this way. Does give the king room to enter. Yeah, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. And this is coming, right? Losing to Miguel here. That's for sure. We are losing to Miguel. Are we? Yes, we are. Here, yeah, then it's over. Yeah, this is lost. This is completely lost. Yes, that's is that a mistake? Can I push? Takes. Push. No. Push. Well, if you push by, I can also make a pass pawn. Takes here. Maybe. Push. Can the king stop the pawn? Here. Here, 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 here. No, you can't stop that. Here, 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 here. Queen, queen. Yeah, probably losing, but we have to try. We have to try. Yes, 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 yes. There is the check. I probably have to go here. Yeah, but then I'm being checkmated here. I'm being checkmated here. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. Yeah, there's a check. Yeah, it's checkmate. Check, check. Okay, if I go here, yeah, it's mate. This is mate. This is checkmate. Wow. Oh, he's going. Well, it doesn't matter. It is mate anyway. Wow, strong game. Let's analyze this quickly. Let's switch the scenes. I'm being crushed today, not only in Rapid, but also against the bots. We played with a 90, 89.5. Yeah, he played very strong. I messed up the opening entirely. Although, this is still fine. This is good. Ah, that's a miss. What is the move here? Very well timed. Very nice move. It is taking with the knight. Takes. Takes. He can take. I need to leave it. Wow. If I go b8, yes, check. No. Looks annoying. I guess I go here. I'm just making moves. Maybe this looks better. At least I'm surviving. Well, let's try another one. I'm getting a little bit tilted. I can't stand losing against bots. I just can't. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh man. I can't take it. I'm getting so angry. Alright, let's go ahead. Now I want to squeeze him with the Caro-Kann. Punish him. Ah, he's going to play stupid moves. What is this? What is this for crap? 2 pawns in the center. Takes. Get the knight out, get the knight out. Pawn here, I don't know. I'm tilting already. I'm going to rematch. Play a normal opening. There we go. Caro-Kann. Alright. Classic. Of course. No, he's going for the advanced. I've never seen a bot playing the advanced. That is actually funny. Yeah, I think we have to take. That's the main line. And we get the knight outs. They should take. They don't. Interesting. Also annoying. Because now I have to think. Probably, but then this pawn push is so annoying. He's going to push the pawn at some moments. If I go check, he gets the knight outs. That's not the move. Yeah, probably we have to do this. And then take with the pawn or something. Alright. Push here, get the knight out. Kick the knight out, go away knight. There we go. Try to develop the pieces. Ach man, leave me alone, stupid pin. What is this move? What are you trying to do? Miguel? What is this? What is this for crappy setup? Wow. That is aggressive. That's aggressive, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to push. I'm trying to play annoying. He's hitting my rook. Let's get castled. Make sure we are not losing the rook. What is he doing? Go away. There we go. Very weird play here by Miguel. Dropping the pawn. I'm going to take the pawn because I'm a pawn grabber. Yeah, I'm going to take the pawn. Absolutely. There we go. Take the pawn. Double the rooks. Recapture there. And he wants to trade all the pieces. What is my queen doing? Not a lot, eh? Let's recapture with the queen, like so. Now he wants a queen trades. Do we have something better, like a check? Check to the missable king. Also have this check. Which is close to checkmate, but it is. This is fun because the knight can block. And then my queen is hit by the bishop. But I can actually take then. I can take the bishop with the knight. And on the check, I think I can block, and it's getting a little bit wild. But what else is he going to play? Oh, he can actually take my queen with the knight. Okay. What about this? Yeah, then he goes here. But I can attack the knights. It's actually pretty interesting to give the check. Now he can also just blockade with the queen. He is not. So this is an interesting move, putting pressure on the pinned piece. I can also play this. And no, maybe he goes there. That's an option. I like this move because it is annoying. Can he overprotect the knight? Yeah, he can play a move like that, but then he's dropping the bishop. Because I'm just going to take and then take. So here, check. I need to know what's happening if I play here. I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe. I'm not quite sure, but I think I am. Okay, okay. So he's just giving up. Can I give a check? Like so, for some trades? Check. Ah, he's blocking with the bishop. Interesting, very interesting. Let me think about this. Oh, my coffee is cold. The previous game, I forgot about to drink my coffee. Now, I like a couple of things. I like this move, for instance. It's probably not a good move. Let's just take the queen. And maybe I can play here, put the pressure on the pawn. Now, how is he defending the pawn? You know, I don't have to figure out everything. Miguel can do that. Okay, so he's giving up the pawn. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course, he has that move, of course, which is pretty strong. Let's protect. Oh, he's taking, okay. Well, I'm taking here. Not allowed. I'm thinking about taking anyway. Bishop takes, and then here. No, that's an awful sacrifice. I can take and play here. That I can do, and that probably I will do that, because it forces him to give up the piece. Yep. I think I can, and I think I will. Should be winning. Queen takes. Activate the king. No, we need a king. We can't play without a king, so we need to... What is he doing? He's making it easy for me. There we go. And we capture the pawn. And we need to punish him, eh? That was our goal. So let's start that process. By first pushing the pawn. Yeah, that coffee is not enjoying it anymore. Let's go here and here maybe. Okay. Let's bring the king up. Let's take this pawn. There we go. And we can take all the pawns. And I will take all the pawns. Okay, that is what they call annoying. So as a punishment for that, I'm going to defend the pawn for forever. I'm going to take everything. I'm going to take everything. That is so annoying. Let's push here. I just don't want him to take anything or destroy my pawn structure. There we go. Let's take. And what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns. So I could make another bishop. I can make 2 knights, 2 rooks. I miss a pawn. If I could also make a queen. That's a waste of time, actually. It's just nonsense. Let's go ahead. Let's make the queen. Save the bishop. There's no stalemates, but there is a pawn hanging. Oh wow, I can't save the pawn. Oh, that's... Oh, no. Miguel. I hate you. I hate you. Oh man, I hate you. Is there a stalemate if I queen? I don't think so. So, I don't think there's I'm looking for unnecessary nice checkmates. I can't do that. I'm so bad at it. This is check. This is check. Oh, that's checkmate. An accidental checkmate. All right, let's switch the scenes. Go to the analysis. I'm tired. This time we play with a 90. He played with an 84. Yeah, Caro-Kann is the way to go. It is just the way to go. So we played okay. Yep, that's all fine. Yeah, that was a weird move. We answered it correctly. We won a pawn. Yeah, that's all fine. Yeah, best move. Yeah, we played good. Yep. Very nice, very clean. Yep. And from this point, it's anyone can win in this position. All right. Well, that was Miguel. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. I could always appreciate it. And I hope I will see you back tomorrow for a new game. Goodbye.